Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on One Ass Cheek, 3 Toes. I'm your host, B. Strilla. I got the Mad Yinzer here, Monkey the Fade, and of course, Nate the Great. How you fellas doing today?
Oh, fantastic.
Oh,
How you doing?
peachy.
You all sound
Simply
real
peachy.
enthused.
Hey, B.
Yeah.
I'm set out of work.
peachy.
Give me a break.
Hey, B.
Yeah.
Hey, B. We need another disclaimer. We need another disclaimer for the show that we do not says on air.
We do not.
What? I didn't.
Here? We do not what, Nate?
We do not condone it.
I didn't hear that.
Well, that's what the disclaimer is, man. Basically. Takes care of all that crap. It does.
I know.
We do not what?
I know. I feel you. Yeah, the monkey says he's going to have a disclaimer behind him. That's what he said. He's going to have a disclaimer behind him.
Yeah, I'm going to work on that. I'll make my own disclaimer.
Yeah. Because earlier...
He is the disclaimer.
I share this to a lot of platforms, and Sony is one of the platforms. And Monkey, we had conversations about that before, and she calls me she texted me in the morning time telling me, "Oh yeah, I got reported because of your show dropping F-bombs like crazy." She goes, "I think it was Monkey, but it could have been Rob." I was like,
I don't swear. I don't swear that much.
I know you don't.
I don't swear that much.
It doesn't make a difference. One time it's too
I
much.
get excited.
Well, don't get excited.
Unless you hate something, Robbie, you always say F that person.
You know what? I'm gonna be like Will Smith, and I'm not gonna cuss.
Hey, I ain't the one to be censoring nobody. I'm not the one to be censoring a lot of people. That's just not who I am right now. Until I get monetized, and I'm censoring. Just
say fudge. Just say
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use like cover.
Right.
I'm an adult. I'm not gonna sit there and say fudge. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen.
With the fudge.
What are we fucking in high school or in elementary school? There it goes. See, now you got me going.
Got him excited. Well, speaking of excitement,
Monkey needs a hug.
Hey, at least I know when it comes out. I know myself, and I'm aware of my issues.
Of myself.
That's right.
I'm glad you're self-aware, buddy.
So let's get excited. Speaking of excitement, let me restate. Speaking of excitement, we had the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs last night. So we're gonna start off. What's going on, Ricky Scott? I don't have the intro music like JB does have you for you, but you my guy. Anyway, any NHL playoffs, right? In the NHL playoffs, the Florida Panthers take a 3-1 series lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Battle of Florida with a 4-2 win. Panthers erased deficit with 2 goals in 11 seconds. Holy cow.
The Panthers are
Panthers are a good team. People are underestimating them. They think Tampa Bay is going to win that season. Yeah, they're pretty
defending
good team.
Stanley Cup champions.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, they have. I've actually caught a couple of the playoff games too, Ricky, and they are like this Florida and Ottawa and Toronto. Oh, bad blood between all these teams here. The 3 stars for that game were Seth Jones for Florida. He had a goal. Aaron Ekblad for Florida with a goal, and Anton London for Florida with a goal and an assist. Now we move to Dallas. Dallas scores 6 as they take a 3-2 lead over the Avalanche. Wyatt Johnson scored the quickest goal ever to start a playoff game for the Stars. 9 seconds into the game, he scores.
Wow. 9 seconds.
Holy
That's
cow.
the fastest?
That's the fastest.
That's
the fast.
And then he added another goal with an assist. They take a 3-2 lead. They won 6-2, by the way. And Wyatt Johnson from Dallas is one of the Stars. He had 2 goals and an assist, of course. Mikko Rantanen had a goal and 2 assists for Dallas. And Jake Oettinger from Dallas had 28 of 26 saves. Now, I said a goaltender's name right there, Rob, because you know how you like to correct my ass.
What's his name?
Jake Oettinger.
Ottinger. Oh,
crap. You know, I got to learn how to cross my T's a little bit better. That's what I probably would have said.
Odinger?
Yeah, that's
Odinger.
Jake Ottinger.
Yeah, Ricky.
He sounds Irish to do it that way.
I really don't want to cheer for either team because I hate both teams. But anyway, that's the way that goes. Tonight, Ottawa, speaking of the Battle of Canada, Ottawa is at Toronto at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maple Leafs lead that series 3-1. New Jersey at Carolina at 7:30 p.m. Hurricanes lead that series 3-1. Minnesota at Vegas, 9:30 p.m. Series is tied at 2. And the one that is the favorite of the Mad Yinzer, Edmonton at LA at 10 p.m. Series is tied.
That's a good series, bro.
I saw one of those games.
On that. That's
the one.
Yeah,
Edmonton,
that's a
first one. Edmonton.
That's
that one.
Dude, there's like no defense. It's like back and forth, offense, no defense.
But the one that Edmonton, the first game that Edmonton won, that was a really good game. That had some defense in it. They had some good goaltending in that game too.
Yeah, man. I like. It's going to end with probably Edmonton winning because every time the Kings play the Oilers, the Kings always choke the series.
Yeah, I don't know, Ricky. There's a lot of Canadian teams that are pretty good. The Stars is up 3-2, I think. Yeah, they're up 3-2.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha.
In the NBA playoffs, switching sports, the Cleveland Cavaliers complete the series sweep of Miami 138-83. The Cavaliers had the most lopsided series win in an NBA playoff history. They were leading by 60 points at one point in this game.
Yeah.
I thought OKC was killing people. The Cavaliers said, I don't give a damn about Miami. Right, that wasn't the series. Donovan Mitchell scored 22 points, and DeAndre Hunter added 19 as they led as many by 60. Yep. So, yes, they had complete that sweep, so they're into the next round. As far as the next round comes, Jimmy Butler returned from injury to lead the Warriors past the Rockets as he hit 3 free throws and a game-clinching rebound with 4 seconds to go. So he was Johnny on the spot. They won 109-106. The Warriors have a 3-games-to-1 lead. Alperen Sengun had 31 points and 10 rebounds for the Rockets. Stephen Curry, I don't know why I keep calling him Stephen. Stephen Curry added 17 for the Warriors.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Butler was the man in the spot. I think the Warriors are going to win that series. That's going to be what that's Houston was the 2nd seed, right?
Yeah, 3rd seed.
Ooh.
No, 2nd seed. You're right, 2nd seed.
Yeah, they were 2nd.
Yeah, they were 2nd.
And unfortunately, tonight in the NBA playoffs, we have to watch Detroit at New York at 7:30 p.m. The Knicks lead that series 3-1. Milwaukee at Indiana at 6:00 p.m. Pacers lead that series 3-1. Orlando at the Celtics at 8:30 p.m. Celtics lead that series 3-1. And the Celtics was a team I didn't think we were going to give up a game. But Cleveland was the one that didn't give up a game. Damn. LA Clippers at Denver at 10 p.m. Series is tied at 2. That's good. That's a good series, too. That Clippers-Denver series. Holy cow. Mm-hmm. That's some good stuff there. That's NBA basketball. In the major leagues, unfortunately, the Astros beat the Tigers 8-5. It's very rare when I have to report a loss. Mets 19, Nationals 5, Twins 11, Guardians 1. Thank you. Well, the Twins won, so I don't really care about either team. The Orioles beat the Yankees 4-3. You can beat the Yankees. You just can't beat Detroit. I got you. That's cool. Reds 3, Cardinals 1, Athletics 2, Rangers 1, Braves 6, Rockies 2, and the Dodgers beat the Marlins 7-6 in 10 innings. Well, the Dodgers are having a little tough time winning games lately, but they're doing it.
I'll say
go
this.
ahead,
We give Robbie a lot. Oh, sorry. No, we give Robbie a lot of crap about his Pirates, but there's actually we give Robbie a lot of crap about his Pirates, but there's actually a team that's worse than the Pirates, man, and the name is the Colorado Rockies. I think they have 4 wins on the season.
Isn't like Chicago bad too?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pirates ain't so bad. We're only 7 games out of 500.
Well, Chicago actually has 3 more wins.
I'm saying the Rockies are worse.
What's the Rockies?
Rockies are 4 and something, ain't they? Yeah, 4 and 24. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. They're tanking.
Everybody in that division has an over 500 500 record except the Rockies.
Hey, you just say they're tanking.
Yeah, maybe. Well, what were you telling? Hey, Yoli.
They've been tanking
for the last 5
years.
Yeah, well. And the Mets are 20 and 9. Can you believe that? 20 and 9. The amazing Mets.
Yep.
And they're number 1 league.
Is that the best record?
In the MLB right now. Yep, they sure are. I think the Tigers have the 4th best record. And in between is, I want to see if they get, give me the whole damn conference. Jesus Christ. The Dodgers are up there, and the Giants are up there at 19 and 10, and then it's the Tigers at 18 and 11. So yeah, good stuff. Shaq agreed to be a voluntary GM at Sacramento State, where his son goes. I just put it out there. It was news. What the hell? George Kittle signs a 4-year extension, reportedly worth $76.4 million. Yeah, make him the highest paid tight end. He is $0.1 million more than the next tight end is. And that next tight end is Trey McBride, and he's in Cardinals, on the Cardinals. So think about that. Trey McBride.
Well deserved. He is their offense.
Who, Trey McBride?
No, Kittle.
Oh, Kittle. Well, yeah, he's going to be their offense now because they ain't got nobody. Except Brandon Ayuk if he comes back.
Keep in mind, this man was complaining about playing an extra game in the season.
Right, and he was and during that time, he got injured through most of them. So, I mean, dude, shut up. You're already playing half a season.
Exactly.
But anyway, dude is nuts. Anyway, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Mad Yinser's favorite receiver in the whole wide world signed with the Cleveland Browns, Deontay Johnson. So 1 year deal.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Good luck, Cleveland.
The Browns are doing Brown things. I love it.
They want to be the Steelers so bad.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They're falling very short of that. Let me tell you.
Like Baltimore wanted him. I guess they didn't learn what happened with Baltimore and Houston.
Right.
I heard he was having blowouts. I heard he was having blowouts like 2 days after being signed by the other 2 teams.
Hey, Robbie, did you also hear that the Cowboys discussed acquiring your receiver Pickens?
Yeah, but they were. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. You can't have them.
Yeah.
You can't have them. You can't have them. Who wants to go play for Dallas?
Nobody. The Chiefs exercised 5th-year options on McDuffie and Karlaftis. That's good because those are 2 good players. Yeah, Karlaftis. Yeah, whatever his name is. Anyway, holy cow. Shedeur among top-selling jerseys from 2025 NFL Draft. I wonder why.
Oh, my God, man. He's already a rich kid. You're supporting him.
This was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, give the rich kid more money. That's a good idea.
So the Cowboys must be desperate at wide receiver because they're trying to reach out to Cooper again for a reunion. Good luck on that one, buddy.
I don't know what they're talking about because Omar Khan said they never entertained the thought of trading George Pickens.
Well, that doesn't mean people aren't trying to call and.
Oh yeah, they're going to do that anyway. Yeah. But this is the same thing they did with J-Mo. Same situation
for a trade.
I can imagine that call. Hey, and this is Jerry Jones. Click. This is Omar Khan. This is Jerry Jones. Click.
Click. So they got in the betting in Las Vegas, they have Gentry favored over Ward to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Do you guys agree? Or will it be somebody else?
Ashton. What did you say, Ashton Gentry?
Yeah.
Having to win the Rookie of the Year award?
Yeah.
It's too early to. I'll wait till next season.
I don't know. Actually, I can see it. No, I can see Hick of the Year over Cam Ward.
I could probably see a couple people over Cam Ward and Gentry. Really,
it's just because of the quality of the quarterbacks of this draft aren't exactly the greatest. So I don't, balling out by that means.
I think Cam Ward's going to struggle.
I think Cam Ward's going to be he could be a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I just think for his rookie season, it's going to be rough.
Yeah,
because I mean, that's what
I'm saying.
Look at the quarterback room.
Look at his receivers.
Yeah, that too.
I think their number 2 receiver right now is Tyler Lockett. Not saying he's a bad receiver, but he's a lot older now.
Who do you think the Rookie of the Year is going to be? They say that the bookies are saying it's Gentry is favored over Ward.
I'd take that.
Yeah, I would take Gentry over that because Gentry's going to run the ball more in that offense and put up more numbers because they got a better overall roster. Like Cam Ward, yeah, he's going to struggle as a rookie. There's no doubt about that.
And Tennessee's not exactly a pass-happy team either.
They don't have anybody to throw to half the time.
Who's their running back? They got their running back is who's their running back? Tazzy Spears.
They just but they just picked up one, didn't they?
Well, they still got the guy that they traded for. You know, they gave up Brown for too. They still got that guy.
Yeah, they also got Tony Pollard too.
Yeah. Didn't they just sign somebody recently too? On Tennessee? Yeah, they just signed somebody on Tennessee. Who the hell was that?
They drafted that one receiver that torched Travis Hunter in college, Nico Allamore, I think his name is. They were showing clips of him, and that wide receiver, Nico Allamore. They were showing clips of him torching Travis Hunter.
Alec Ayomaner?
Yeah, that dude. That dude.
Ayomaner. It says Ayo and Manor, bro. Sorry.
Now you know how I feel. Trying to pronounce something.
Yeah, but when they drafted him.
Say it earlier.
I think they'll be okay with Pollard and Spears. Spears is a pretty good running back.
I'm pulling up the
guy in the 6th round. A running back from Michigan. Mullings from Michigan.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know why they picked him ahead of Donovan Edwards, though. That was kind of weird. Donovan Edwards he didn't get drafted, and he got pulled up as a UFDA.
He was undrafted. Yeah.
Yeah, he was undrafted. Yeah.
He went to the Jets.
The AG said, I know some talent. So we want to ask you this, Monkey, because I just saw this the other day, and I just didn't remember to say anything about it. But your GM defended your draft decisions and talked about our job is not fantasy football.
Yeah, because people were bitching because they were saying, from a fantasy perspective, that this draft sucked ass.
Well, I mean, nobody knows what these players are going to do in the first place, and I believe that Buffalo had a pretty good draft, so I don't understand.
Oh well, they're complaining because all but 2 picks were defense. That's their issue, and the only offensive picks were a center and a wide receiver. but the wide receiver was in round 7, and the center was in like 6.
And they also criticized him for not taking a receiver too.
Yeah, that's not even our problem.
I didn't think that was true. I seen that yesterday, and I thought it was. I'm like, that got to be fake.
I saw the press conference.
He called up. He called up WGR 550 and loaded on them about the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He asked them, "What do you guys want? You guys didn't want Josh Allen. You wanted Josh Rosen." And
I've seen that. I was like,
and now you guys want a wide receiver, even though our defense is what killed us. We had no speed to keep up with Worthy in the AFC playoff championship game. No speed to keep up with them. We're getting burned. How do you fix that? By drafting a speedy cornerback, and that's what we did. And then the rest of the problems we had issues with the run game, and we've had issues getting after the quarterback. Well, we addressed that in the draft. What else do you want? I mean, you can't pick everybody, and every time there was a receiver that was ready and willing for us to take, other than in the first round, they were a slot receiver. We don't need a fucking slot receiver.
And on top of that, you guys did have a good. I mean, you got both off of free agency, so I mean, I don't understand. People are just dumb.
The Bills receivers worked last year.
It's also kind of
the Bills receivers worked last year, you know. It's gonna be a little different. Is Cook gonna play, or is he gonna hold out?
Yeah, Cook's playing. Cook already said he'll play.
Cook's gonna play.
He has no problem. He has no issues playing. He's under contract. He lives up to his word and everything. But that's nor here nor there. I mean, he can still get a contract done. It's not like it's set in concrete that he's leaving. Does he have his house up for sale? Yes, because he doesn't think they're going to be able to come up with an agreement. That doesn't mean it won't happen.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's already thinking it's a surefire, he's out the door. But okay, so say it does happen. So what? We just draft one in the fucking draft. I mean, seriously. It's like...
You can always get Najee Harris next year. He's a free agent.
Yeah, I know we don't need Najee.
What's wrong with Najee? He's a great back.
He doesn't fit our scheme.
Oh, stop. I know you ain't saying he's a great back. You're the one that want to get rid of him.
Hey, Kevin,
you and Nate are always
hey, Kevin, about that. Try telling Nate that. He loves Najee.
I like Najee, but he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that big play ability.
He's not an explosive runner.
Right, he's that fall forward type, which is good in a running back for like being on the goal line and stuff like that, or third or second short situations. But if you want someone to pick up a good chunk of yardage every once in a while, Najee's not him. He's like Devin Singletary. That's the best comparison I can give it. Is Najee was a better version of Devin Singletary.
I think Najee's a good player. He's just not explosive.
Right, and he's healthy. He stays healthy, and he can take them hits, and he keeps. That's one thing I do.
He's more of a bull rusher. He's not a dip and dap type of guy. But Nate will tell you, right, Nate? How is Najee Harris?
Nate there?
I don't know. I heard noise. Anyway, Jacksonville agreed to terms with veteran defensive end Emmanuel Ogbah on Sunday. He signed a 1-year deal up to $5 million. I'm telling you something right now. Jacksonville might surprise some people. They might be doing something. I don't know.
No.
They're gonna be. They might be that. They might be that sneaky good team. They're
gonna be that overhyped team. They're gonna overhype them up once again, just like they did with Trevor Lawrence the past few years. And look what has happened. I have no faith in that team. I think Trevor Lawrence is a bust and a half. I don't care that they re-signed him to a brand new spanking hot, expensive contract. That just means the Jaguars are morons.
Well, I mean, besides him, I think the rest of the team is pretty good.
You ain't gonna win without a quarterback.
Well,
Well, you're not going to win the important games without a quarterback. How's that?
No. Well, I mean,
you will win games that you can win with just a
Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer is one of those guys that won without a
but that's a different generation too.
Well, I mean, Brad Johnson too. I mean, it's not that much of a different generation. It happened in this. Well, it happened at the beginning of the century, but anyway,
it happened during
Brad Johnson was in his century.
Yeah, but they were still on the side of running the ball a lot.
The Panthers signed Hunter Renfrow as well. I don't know if he's. I don't know why he keeps signing aging wide receivers for. I just have.
It's a shame though, man. It's like the Raiders wasted Renfrow's career. I think he was a very underutilized receiver, and I think they could have done better by him.
Yeah, and just in other news, Dre Greenlaw is going to miss some of the offseason because he had a quadricep strain during a workout. So he's going to be missing some of the offseason, most of the offseason. That dude can't catch a break from an injury.
Nope. He's just like CMC.
And Nate's trying to keep coming out here. So, and the Green Bay Packers are evaluating all options with Jair Alexander. I don't know what they're waiting for, to tell you the truth. Get rid of his ass, because he ain't nothing but he sits there and gets hurt and don't do nothing.
Waiting for all available options.
That dude's injury prone.
Looking to see who will give him the best trade.
Ain't nobody gonna trade for him. He's injury prone. Well,
that's fine.
I wouldn't. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be funny in saying this, but probably Brad Holmes would, because he likes oft injured players. But anyway,
Browns do Browns things, man.
No, Browns can do it too. Yeah. Well, they don't need a corner. They got capable cornerbacks on their team.
They didn't need to draft 2 quarterbacks either, but here we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Browns do Brown things, man.
Yeah, Browns are doing Brown things.
I was listening to a guy that was a Browns fan talking on a podcast. I think it was on a Dan Levitard show, and he's like, I stopped believing in the Browns when I was a kid. He's like, I am a Browns fan till the day I die. He goes, but I have no faith in my team whatsoever.
Yeah. Hey, also the Commanders and Washington, D.C., your capital, agreed to deal to build at RFK site. They're going to tear off the RFK stadium and put a new stadium there. So that'll be neat. That'll be nice for the Commander fans. They just want to do everything. They want to go back to the Redskins. Just call them the Redskins and put them back in RFK Stadium. Make a new stadium and call them Redskins. I don't know what the problem is here.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it.
Why not?
They already came out and said they're not going to do it. They're moving forward with the Commanders.
That don't mean nothing.
Oh, I know. I
heard them say that they could change that anytime.
Well, being that it was cancel culture that made them change it, and not actual Native Americans, where actual Native Americans have reportedly stood up and said, we would like them to change it back.
Just call them the Redskins. Get it over with.
Foreskins.
The Foreskins. So let's see. We got anything else on here? Oh yeah, Matt Gay signed a contract with those Commanders for a couple of years there.
Championship.
It wasn't that good of news. It wasn't that good of news because it popped up and then I can't find it nowhere no more. So
championship.
Right. That's all we need is a kicker, and we can do it.
You know, it's slow news when it's talking about a kicker.
Well, a lot of people are complaining about not having a lot of news today. Not having a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, it was a slow day in all sports.
Couldn't be earlier just before this.
Did y'all?
Yeah, it was slow.
Did y'all hear what I said about the Brandon Bean thing? Because I kind of got cut off, or I got.
No, that's what. No, continue, please.
Okay, so what I was saying is like I felt like, you know, if you're a GM of a football team, you don't have to answer to these pundits. You don't have to answer to these other people that know less than you do. Like, I don't know why he went on the radio and had to explain himself, because, you know, Brad Holmes is a great GM. He doesn't have to explain himself. He'll explain himself in his pressers, but he's not going to go on the radio and say, oh yeah, you know, this is what it is. That. No, I mean, you don't have to explain yourself, dude. Like, you're a good drafter. You've had a good track history. Like, whoever else thinks otherwise, they can kick rocks, you know? Like, I hate how these people get so triggered that they have to explain themselves. Like, dude, screw you. You're not the GM. I am. I'm getting paid the big bucks, so shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, he's got to sit there and
triggered at some point.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it. I'm just waiting for Brad Holmes to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't make you look good. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, wow. He was only suspended for one game, Robbie? Dang.
Yeah, that's what was reported.
Who was only suspended one game?
Samson.
I just seen it.
For slapping the hell out of that damn fan.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know, bro. That I seen the hit, and that dude's face. He didn't even turn his head when he got hit. Like, his head stayed still. I guess he didn't hit him that hard.
He had to jump up to hit him, though. That's the thing. He had to jump up and hit him. That's the thing. So, because he was talking down on him, but still,
you're losing all your power when you jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still smacked him.
That was hilarious.
Still funny. It was funny.
That's all, man. Like,
as a receiver, you shouldn't be doing that. You got to use your hands for work.
Well, I mean, first of all, he shouldn't be doing that in a newly formed football league anyway. I thought he was going to get suspended more than he did. I thought he was going to get cut from the team and everything, because the UFL's got to go by standards right now until they can get their market brand up. You can't just quit going around slapping fans.
No, because you're going to give them a bad reputation. That's what it is. It's a bad smear on them.
They find that Hassan good guy too.
Can't find him a lot because they don't make enough money.
Yeah, but they did find a Hassan guy.
You can't find him a lot. They don't make a lot.
They make 60,000. What are you talking about? They make enough. Hey, 60,000 is something.
Sign me up.
Anyway, but the guy that was cussing in an interview, Hassan, whatever the hell his name is, the receiver from the other team, he got fined too. He got fined I don't think it was very much, but a fine, a $500, $1,000 fine in the UFLL is a lot of money. So I think he got fined about around that much for swearing on an interview. I think the whole
they probably didn't fine him any money because he probably ain't making enough to get fined.
But at the same time, this is what the UFL needs. It needs a little bit of negativity and a little bit of brashness to get the league to be watched. I bet you that the viewership this weekend will go up just a tad bit more because of everything that's gone on in this past weekend. Watch. I'm telling you that. Because they need that kind of stuff. They need NFL dumb stuff going on in it. That's what they need. So this might be good for them.
Yeah.
What else do we got here? Nothing. Not a dang thing. Anybody want to put some stuff on the table to be talking about? Because we ran out of stuff with 27 minutes left. It's kind of like the last show there, Monkey.
Shedeur Sanders showed up to Cleveland today.
Of course he did. Was he ecstatic?
He had a hoodie on. He was embarrassed with the hood up.
Well,
he goes,
Shedeur or not, I think I would be embarrassed any player coming to Cleveland.
How about them Lakers?
Oh, yeah.
Armani.
3 games to 1 now?
Marion.
What? O'Marion?
Obviously, they don't believe that much in Najee Harris that they draft the running back first round with the Chargers.
I think he's like a change of pace running back, though. I think they're going to go to a 2-back system.
You gotta realize you got Harbaugh, who's heavy run. You got Roman, who's heavy run, and running backs. If you only have one running back and it's a heavy run, you're gonna end up screwing yourself because one, he's gonna get gassed, and two, he may get injured. So you need to have something there.
I know that side. What's up, Brent?
Cleveland, the new media
hotspot. Yeah, it is. Thank God for that.
Ain't that damn shame.
Take out of the
heat away from
Detroit.
Johnson's going to win.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Deontay Johnson's going to win comeback player of the year. Book it.
No, you can't. You can't. They changed the rule for that. You have to come back from an injury.
Damn it.
They changed that last year.
Can't come back from just having like a diva episode?
Nope, they changed it because DeMar Hamlin didn't get it. Instead, it was Aaron Rodgers who got it, or whatever. Whoever got it.
Special one for.
So if that award existed in baseball, a lot of people would be winning it with a broken fingernail.
And think about it too. I mean, you got Deontay Johnson. Where's Claypool at now? Is Claypool out of the league?
I think Claypool's somewhere out there. He's probably working at a Best Buy.
He's the third best receiver in the league. Damn.
He could be working at a Best Buy right now. Maybe he's
Chase Claypool.
Maybe he's working at schools, like serving lunches.
No, he's in a Canadian Professional Football League now.
Yeah.
He is Canadian. Mapletron.
Where's he at now? What
That's so corny.
I'm trying to figure out.
I heard there's a Vanillatron.
Yeah, that's the Lions' new one.
They need to start. They need to cut out
the
all
Vanillatron.
Yeah,
no more Trons.
Tesla. Oh, I hate that.
Why they call him Vanillatron?
I call him Electron.
Because he's a white guy that plays wide receiver he's fast. I just got to see what he's about.
That was a good one where that one dude said on your show, I can't believe the Fords drafted a Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, that had me weak. Whoever said that to you, that had me weak. I was like, oh shit.
I feel as if that should be a meme somewhere.
He might not play anywhere. He is a Canadian wide receiver. But didn't say he plays for the Canadian football
The Browns having all these quarterbacks proves that they're a mint. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, Buffalo was the last person to have him. Claypool. He was released August the 15th of last year.
Shador is going to get purposely cut so he can get signed with another team.
He was a top 3 receiver, and you guys cut him, monkey. What the heck?
Not on our team, he wasn't.
What's up, Ron?
Top 3, baby.
Falcons fan extraordinaire. What up, man?
He's on my Madden team right now. I had him up to an 85 overall.
Yeah, he beat on his girlfriend. That's
what I was warning everybody. Don't draft him because he's looking at getting arrested. Don't do it. Stay away. I was saying that.
Isaiah Bond.
Yep, Isaiah Bond needs a bond.
He messed himself up.
He needs a bond before he has a chance to be locked up with Bubba.
Right. That's messed up, man.
Rookie running back Cam Scatterbo used to run into telephone poles to prepare himself for football.
That's a YouTube video written all over that.
Yo, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know how to take that one. I really don't.
I said that's a YouTube video right there.
Cool. You're trying to strengthen yourself up. Cool. But at the same time, you're running your tiny ass into a telephone pole. I don't know why people call them telephone poles. They're electric poles. You want to get technical.
What I used to have, they used to have. I mean, telephone wires used to be on telephone pole. I mean, on poles at one time. That's where this guy's name. Anyway, who do you think the defensive rookie of the year is going to be? Just, I know nobody's played yet, but just give a hunch, and I'll tell you who they picked.
You know, I'm going to be an asshole homer, and I'm going to go with Hairston. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to have because he's a ball hawk.
And we're not talking about James Bond, Brent. We're talking about a Bond. Isaiah
Bond, I think it was.
Isaiah Bond, yeah. Bond. Isaiah Bond.
How many times do you think he pulled that off? Pulled that out of his trying to hit on a girl?
What, Isaiah Bond saying that?
Yeah.
Hey, he probably don't even know. You know these youngsters don't know nothing about that kind of stuff nowadays.
Yeah, true. It's been a good, 15 years since the last one came out?
Probably a little sooner than that. I think the last one came out in 2016. So about 9 years. You know they're coming out with a new Bond movie. You know they're coming out with a new Bond movie with Henry Cavill in it, right? It's called Bond 26.
Yeah.
Ron says James Pearson. Of course you would. Of course you would say they're going to be defensive rookies of the year. Of course you would. That's a homer pick too.
I don't know.
They have player selections.
Well, yeah, because it's taking you long enough to give us yours. Why you got to pull up stuff?
I'm gonna go with 2, 1 homer, 1 non-homer. I think Abdul Carter and Jack Sawyer.
Okay. Well, the defensive rookie, the one they have the betting odds are Walter Nolan III. Travis Hunter. I don't know about that one.
I was just throwing a name out there.
Shoot, there's not only Sean Connery, they don't know Roger Moore, they don't know Pierce Bronson, Timothy Dalton.
There is a lot of clips of Travis Hunter getting burned up as a cornerback.
I know you did, Ron.
I seen
Atlanta Falcons. I got you, brother.
I went homer. He had to follow suit.
See? There you go. I hear you.
I went balanced. I went 1 homer, 1 non-homer.
Oh, this is some dumb stuff they got up here now.
Who do you think? If you had to pick a bust in the first round, who would you pick? 1 offense, 1 defense. Who do you think would be a bust?
That's a good
out of the first round pick.
Will Johnson for defense because I think he's going to get.
It wasn't first round.
Oh yeah, my bad.
If you had to pick one bust, who would you think? Or you can go to
Shamir. What's his face? The Texas.
Shamir Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart. That guy. He's gonna be a bust. You can't tackle. You can't make it in the league. That's your job.
I think that wide receiver. No offense to. Actually, no, I'm not gonna pick him. Actually, I will. I think McMillan is going to be a bust. The Carolina receiver.
Panthers, yeah. That'll make. Yeah. There you go. Ron said the same thing. And of course he would say that because he's a homer. That's that NFC South hate. That's what that is.
The reason why I would say that is because I heard the kid doesn't watch any film.
Yeah, that's his knock on him.
He doesn't like to watch film.
He's really gonna watch as a wide receiver
by himself. He don't like to watch film. He only watch it in like a wide receiver meeting if he has to.
Okay, that's the offensive guy. Who do you have? Who did you say offense, Monkey? The one's going to be a bust in the first round?
I haven't yet.
I said my defensive one was Shamar. So my offensive one, man.
I'm getting confused on who got drafted in what round, so I have to go look.
Well, there you go.
And mine is, I'm going to agree with you, B. Just because of his lack of production when he came out of college. He got 1.5 sacks in all the years in college, or was that 1.5 a year in college?
I'd say on offense it'll be Will Loveland if he doesn't get moved to guard. If he stays at tackle, he's not gonna. He'll be a bust.
Who?
Will Loveland.
Will Campbell.
Will Campbell. Oh,
Will Campbell.
He just pulling shit
Will
out
Campbell.
your ass now, huh?
He's got tiny arms.
He does. That was the knock on him. He had tiny arms like that Jonah Jackson.
They say he'd be good inside, but as far
first
as
round bust. Okay, Brent, what was Shamar Stewart?
The Cincinnati
everybody's
who?
All right.
No, I think Cincinnati
Shamar.
didn't. Who did Cincinnati get?
I got Shamar. He's talking about Shamar Stewart.
Oh, Shamar. So yeah, Shamar. So we got 3 Shamars. Ooh, look at that.
Okay, so Ron's not going to like me here, by the way. James Pierce is the one that only had like 1.5 sacks in his college career, right?
No, that's Shamar.
No, that's Shamar Stewart.
Shamar Stewart was that one. Yeah.
I'm going to go with that guy.
There you go.
Glad I'm not a homer.
Okay. How about your worst offensive player in the first round?
Oh, that was Will Campbell.
Worst offensive.
Will Campbell. Okay.
Did I even pick one? I went with McMillan.
No, you didn't pick one. You went McMillan?
I went McMillan. Because he don't watch tape. Unless he has to.
I think it will be...
I'm changing my answer to Colston Loveland only because he's on the Bears.
I was gonna go there,
I
but
would say Travis Hunter.
I wouldn't say Travis. Travis Hunter can play cornerback and wide receiver, so
I can't call him a bust because he's a gifted athlete that plays both sides of the ball. If he becomes a bust, it's because of where he's at, and if he
Ocho Cinco
wants to play both sides.
Ocho Cinco said Travis Hunter was not a polished route runner on the offensive side of the ball. Like
a lot of receivers coming out of the draft weren't polished.
Cincinnati pass rusher.
There's a few, but for the most part, they were.
Hey, everybody in the comments, who you got as the worst offensive player? Who's going to be the worst offensive player in first round? Everybody, chimed in with their picks for the.
Not that many offensive players were selected in the first round.
Brent went Travis Hunter.
I don't know if he's overrated, but I think him trying to play both sides of the ball is ridiculous. In today's game, he's going to have a really short career, and that's what I worry about. It's not that I think he can't do it because he did it at the college level. It's just not he can't. That's just too much punishment.
I think I'm going to go, and I really hate to say this too, but I think it'll be Colston Loveland also, even though he's a Wolverine. I just don't think the Bears don't know how to utilize people. I don't know if Ben Johnson can utilize. He's trying. I hate to say that though, because
I'm trying to give Chicago the benefit of the doubt because of Ben Johnson, but at the same time, it's the Bears.
Chicago.
The Bears are like the Browns, and Bears do Bears things.
Them and the Browns are very similar. They draft talent and they waste it.
I was almost going to say Matthew Golden.
I think he'll be all right.
Like look at for example, when the Browns drafted Braylon Edwards, they wasted his career.
There we go.
Back in 2004.
NFC North 8 or South 8 here.
You're damn right. Hey, I never denied it. Oh, the Saints' first pick. Oh my God.
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Yeah.
Kelvin Banks Jr. offensive.
Hey, it was the next run. Is it going to be the Buccaneers' first round pick?
That was Shamar.
Is next the Buccaneers? Who did the Buccaneers take?
Yeah.
Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah, they took the
Egbuka.
Ohio State wide receiver. I think he's going to be. You know what? If I was to bank on it, I would think he's going to be offensive rookie of the year. I like him in that offense. I think
what do y'all think will happen first? Aaron Rodgers signs with Pittsburgh or Robbie growing his hair back?
Roger signed with Pittsburgh. I'll never grow my hair back. That's gone. It ain't coming back.
I might go with you having your hair come back.
You know what? Bald people should have their own race. Because we all look like aliens.
My dad had a coffee
Speak
mug
for
that he used to
yourself.
sit there and say, the coffee mug said, it's not a bald spot, it is a solar panel for a sex machine.
You know, I can say something right now, but I promise to keep this PG. And I'll, if we ever go offline, I'll say it for that.
There you go. All right. So, okay. Well,
that's like that joke I've been dying to tell y'all.
Did we already do our best pick out of the first round?
No, we have not. That's what I was getting to. Yeah, I know it's like I said. Yeah, he does like his tight ends, but and that's a straight up tight end too. He's not blocking for nobody.
Hey, if football don't work out, he has a good name to be a pimp.
Yeah.
If football don't work out for him,
or
it could be a pimp named Colston Loveland.
A corn star. Sorry, you're not allowed to say that on when you're all
adult film star.
There you go.
Is the correct term. He does have that name, man. It's good. It's a good name, man. It's catchy. It's fly. He could be a wrestler too.
I don't want to talk about it.
He could be a wrestler too in WWE.
Brett, to keep up with everybody's hate of their opponents in their division, I kind of did say that maybe Matthew Golden might be bad. I don't know if you know. We'll go with that one. The only reason why Brett said that because it's a Michigan guy. That's the reason why Brett said that. Truly, that's the reason why he said that.
He went to the enemy.
Actually, to be honest with you, I think O'Marion Hampton actually might be Rookie of the Year.
I was thinking that too. I like that one.
Because he's set up perfect in a run-heavy offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Genty has he's in a good spot too because he's in Las Vegas where he's going to be the starter, no doubt. But at the same time, they, unless they decide to change, well, Pete Carroll does like to run the ball. So that is a tough decision.
Chargers, I think, have a better offensive line than the Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I just think they have a better all-around team. And I heard someone sit there and say that they think that the Chiefs aren't going to win their division this year. And I find that bullshit, but I do think they're not doing it.
Who can challenge them?
I mean,
they're saying the Broncos.
And Chargers.
They're good.
The Broncos and the Chargers. They said they said the Chargers are their main.
That's why the Chiefs were dominating because their division was ass over the years. No one challenged them. That was an easy 6 wins a year for the Chiefs.
Yeah, now I'm thinking it's the same thing with the Bills. Well, this year might not be so easy, but last year was horrible.
I don't think anybody in the East can challenge the Bills.
I know New England's getting pretty good.
I
don't think that Bills are winning a division. I'm not saying that Bills are going to win that division,
right?
But New England has definitely improved their situation. I think the Jets will be. I think the worst team in that division is going to be Miami. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, the worst.
They got worse.
Them are the Jets.
Got worse from last year.
Yep.
The Jets you couldn't get any worse, so that's really not fair. So
right.
I mean, they're gonna be battling for the bottom. I also think the Dolphins should have taken Sanders because
I really hate the Jets now.
Tua's schedule is saying it's time to get hurt again.
I'm picking Ibuka for Rookie of the Year on the offensive side.
So about the Tampa Bay wide receiver?
Yeah, I'm picking Ibuka.
Watch Barkley and King Henry too.
I think he'll be a nice addition for the Bucs and especially Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah, that's why I kind of like him. Although, I mean, Monkey brought up a good part with Marion. So, and I was thinking about him earlier too because he's set up perfectly. They got a better offensive line. He's probably going to be kind of like the Jahmyr Gibbs to the Monty. Like Harris is going to be the Monty, and Omarion's going to be the Jahmyr Gibbs. So he's going to be the fast guy that can deke and's got breakaway speed. Whereas Harrison's going to be like the 3rd and 1 and goal line guy. He's going to get all the tough yards. So I think that's going to, yeah, I like that. I kind of do like that. I don't know if I don't know though. I might change my pick. It might be Elmer.
I think
I'm locking in as Hampton, damn it.
Lock it in.
Lock it
May
in.
14th. May 14th. We get to find out the schedules. I can't wait for that.
It's a long time. Well, not that far. Yeah, it's a long time.
Weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
16 days, I think.
We're counting down
16
days until they release a schedule. You know it's slow in NFL football when you had to count the days until they release a schedule. That's just, you know.
Hey, we can start a man franchise and just talk about that every time.
I would request us to switch over to college.
I haven't played college yet.
Dude, do it. I mean, they're coming out with 26, but 25 is cheap right now. And if you want to see if you like it or not, now would be the time to try it out.
Although Madden 26 coming out, it said they're bringing back the franchise thing, so that'll be good. I like playing franchise mode.
I don't know. Madden 25, I think that fell off a little bit.
Madden 25 was ass.
Dude, I got that EA pass, and that's what I was using. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll use that to play Madden. Like, this isn't
Madden 20. Madden 25. The only thing good about Madden 25 was I quit playing it and went to hockey.
But like, the college is so much more fun.
Yeah, I heard.
And that's the thing is you got hundreds of teams to choose from. I mean, yeah, you can go and be a homer and be your favorite team, but you know that gets boring after a while. So I'm not being Pitt. I like to go with a shitty ass team and bring it up from a 1-star to a 5-star, but that's just me.
A shitty ass team is better than Pitt.
Well, see, I don't have anything to worry about because I'll be playing with Michigan all the time, so I'm good.
They have a quarterback? They don't have no quarterback now, do they?
Yeah, they just got a 5-star quarterback.
Fix that. It doesn't matter. He can fix that after the first year anyway because
I'll be the quarterback.
You're just looking, and you got to sign kids to your school.
Brian runs a 4.4 in the 40.
And with him being in Michigan, they're a high caliber team, so they're getting 5-star recruits. So it would be no issue for him. Me, on the other hand, me playing as a 1-star.
Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no, you gotta be careful. The Philadelphia Eagles turned into the Georgia Dogs too. They drafted half the college.
But yeah, and they won the Super Bowl. So what's your point?
People are now complaining that the Bills are turning into the Buffalo Wildcats.
Buffalo Wildcats?
Yeah, because we drafted
you're talking about
from Kansas or Kentucky.
Kansas.
Kentucky Wildcats. Because we drafted Ray Davis last year, drafted Harrison this year, and then we drafted forgot his name already.
Yeah, and the Steelers are turning into the damn Buckeyes. Because we drafted Will Howard and Sawyer. We got Cam Hayward.
Yeah, but Hayward won't be around much longer.
Anyway, I don't even hear Ohio State. Anyway, we are left in this show, folks. We have to close it out. Thank you for everybody that commented in the comment section. I just got a thunderstorm warning on my phone. Oh, that's good. It's 82
Same
degrees too. What's going on, Monkey?
I just want to say I'm sorry, Sonia. I dropped the F-bomb twice today.
Yep, she's gonna fine you. Just next time, just come to the thing just because you don't get vined. There you go. Anyway, so we'll see y'all tomorrow, same time. We got 3 shows left as of tomorrow on this daily. Just come in here. chit chat, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put the link on here tomorrow.
No baseball tomorrow?
On baseball.
No baseball?
No baseball tomorrow. No, Chris can't make it tomorrow, so we won't have baseball. It's just free for all Wednesday again. Free for all every day.
I won't be here today. I won't be here for that.
That's all right.
Thursday. I should be.
You will be missed, Monkey. You will be missed. But anyway, everybody have a great day. Have a safe day. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the show. Join us on YouTube, X, Instagram, and TikTok under 1 Chief 3 Toes.